Hey everyone, just want to get on and see how all are doing. It's been a while, so sorry, but I was busy doing all kinds of things right now, and just want to let you know that my daughter is now here, safe at home, and good lessons were learned. Everything turned out fine, and we're stronger and better for it. So thank you for letting me share with you in that experience. And I also wanted to talk about specifically about the female energy, because we've been suppressed for so long that, it's our time to balance everything out. We're not above anyone, but we're not below anyone either. We're all one. And as the feminine energy, it's taken a heavy toll in the last 2,000 years or more. Just all of the terrible things that have been done to us, that, we're coming full circle now and realizing that we haven't been told, the full truth. We're wanting to do the right things, and that's kind of what we thought we were doing, I guess. But now we're knowing that, we have power, we have a voice, we're equal, and we're needed because we balance out the energies in this world. And it's way tilted to the male energy, and it's becoming very dysfunctional. Just like in a family or any kind of relationship, it's like we've got to bring up the feminine energy in a spiritual way so that that balance is back there. Right now, it's over the top, showing itself to be very dark, and it's because of that imbalance. And so it's our time to wake up, to rise up, to shine, love, compassion, strength, power, all of those things that are within us. The spiritual awakening on an individual level, which affects the collective. Back in the day, we were accused of many things that were just not true. And now we can look at that and say, we're no longer going to be playing a part that divides us and keeps us from interacting with each other in a beautiful way, not in an angry way or a jealous way or a competitive way, all those things that we think, are so normal. They divide us. That's all there is to it. They divide us. And we can have strength just with one person, but strength in numbers really is the key, especially with the energies. And so we all need to look within and tap into what we can offer to the collective, and realize, a lot of these things have been laying dormant for so long, and we've been told they were wrong, or just waste of time to, even think about it or anything, but I grew up in a time where, the woman was submissive to the man. And even in a healthy situation where it's not dysfunctional or violent, so to speak, there's benefit in different roles that we have. But to just put us in a box and say, this is where you belong, it isn't right for any of us. We're all different, and we all have different gifts that we bring. And so we on an individual basis, we need to balance out our life. Yes, we need to be helping around the house, cooking, cleaning, have a job, whatever needs to be done, taking care of the kids, helping our husbands. But it's not just our responsibility, we share in those things, hey, I can go out and mow the lawn and you can wash the dishes, it can work any way that you want it to. But the point is, no matter what role we've been in, we've been told that, we're not, we don't have what it takes, to make things happen. But our physical bodies, are definitely different, but the spiritual part of us is really the key. And I'm not talking about an organized religion or anything like that, or even any specific religion. I'm just talking about what we can understand when we go within and we are quiet and still and listen and understand the power that we have on a spiritual level as women, because we're more in tune with ourselves. We're just that way. And that's, one reason, they've kept us from being in balance with the male energy, because the ego in the male likes to stay in charge and stay in power, and they don't want to give that up, but it's very dysfunctional for them as well. They're broken just as much as we are, because we have allowed ourselves to be put down, and no longer, this isn't a battle between the sexes or anything like that, because we're not looking for another divisive thing. We're just looking for the balance of what will bring us all to a better place. We all need that balance, and it's time for us to do that. So look within yourself, see what comes from being still and quiet, and get out of the programming of what you were raised with, conditioned with in school or whatever it may be, and separate yourself from all of those things and just listen to what's inside of you. Listen to the truth of what you really are and what you're here for, and what you're able to bring to the table. And it's always about love and compassion, truth, strength, courage, all of those things, forgiveness, healing. It's not placing blame, it's not getting revenge, none of those things. All of those things take us all down, and we really want to all rise and bring that feminine energy up to where the male energy is, and then we can all, come together in a very beautiful, peaceful way that works for all of us. It's not just one-sided. So those are the things that we're being called to do now. The women, I'm only focusing on the women, because not because we're more important, but because we've been so suppressed for so long. Whether we allowed it or didn't allow it, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. But we now can come full circle and change that, and really, understand our part. And like I said, get rid of any preconceived ideas of anything that would bring division, and just realize that that balance, call it yin and yang, that brings us all to a better place is what we're striving for. And so, let's think about the ways that we can do that. And just within your home, your job, your school, your neighborhood, whatever it may be, you'll notice differences because you have recognized your part and are now bringing that balance to that, to that area, to that environment. And then it'll just, grow from there. So don't delay. Do it now. And let's make this world what we want it to be. Shut out the noise. Quit letting them tell us who we are, who we should be against, who we should be for. All of those games that they play with us to keep us in fear, keep us blaming, keep us revenge, anger, hate, all of those things, they have no place anymore. We need to rise above all that and say, I want to heal. I don't want to be broken anymore. I don't want to blame anybody. I just want to do my part. And through love, that's the true power that's going to change everything. And so look inside yourself and start making it happen. Live in the now. Awaken that courage inside of you. Stand in the middle. Be like a child and just drink everything in. Listen to yourself. Be silent. Be still. Get out in nature. Look at the sky. Very beautiful, simple things that are going to bring that energy, balance that energy. Step out of the emotional self, the thinking, all of that is taking over who we really are. So we need to kind of disassociate from that. Feel it, think it, whatever it is, but get it out and move on to what we really want. Don't let those things control us. Don't go in the past. Don't run to the future. Just let that power be right here and right now. And it will give you the answers and the motivation for the next moment. And you just will watch and see what happens. And it will be beautiful. And realize that anything is possible. Everything is possible. Turn off the noise. Go within. Find that peace and that calm. And you will see changes with not only yourself, but all those around you. They will feel those energies and you will help them, do the same as you're doing. And they won't really even know it. It'll just happen because those energies are there. Instead of you reacting or getting emotional and taking things personally or blaming or any of those things, you're going to step back from the situation and be an observer, and it'll be different, when you don't take things personally and you step out and look at it from an observer point of view. It's like it's hard for us to see what's wrong within ourselves, but we can see it in someone else. So what we need to do is look at our emotions and our thoughts as if it were someone else. And then we can see clearly, separated from that, to say, oh yeah, I see this now. Why am I doing this? Why am I thinking this? How can I change this? What can I do? And you'll start seeing that's not who you really are. It's just kind of taking you over. And so it helps to, disconnect from that and see it as almost like a separate entity within you, because those emotions and those thoughts, a lot of that's just programs, conditioning, what you hear on the news, what you hear from people because of habit or whatever. And once you clear the slate, take that away, you start knowing within yourself. And it's very powerful, and it makes a huge difference. So anyway, give that a try, and please leave questions, comments, and I will definitely look at them, and we can learn together and share together. And remember that we all are one, and distance doesn't matter. We are connected 100% to each other, and the power is there. So as women, let's, bring that balance and look at ourselves in a spiritual way. Like I say, not as an organized religion, but just spiritual beings, and recognize how pure and beautiful and wonderful that is. So you love yourself unconditionally and tap into that energy and that light and just let yourself shine. It's time for us to do this, and we're being called to do it, so let's get on with it, okay? I'm with you in it, and I will be back with you the next time around. So you guys have a great day, a great night, wherever you may be, and we'll talk again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, well, I clicked the pause button instead of the stop button, so I'm just going to say, see you and be you. It's so powerful and so simple. But see yourself for the first time, not through the eyes of anyone else. This form is not who we are. We are something more incredible than that within. So don't look only at the physical. Really just look at the inside, because that's going to fade away, and what we have left is what is. And that's the beauty that shines through as our spirit is strengthened and awakened. So see you and be you, and just fall in love with it. Bye-bye.